What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Squad Builder Showdown on a World Cup football. The people are looking at two Adidas Fever Nova 2002s because they are the greatest football to ever exist.
Actually, I think mine's better. It's the Adidas Jabulani 2010. One of those hated balls in the history of football.
Joe, there's a thing on FIFA actually where if you use that ball, when you get a corner or a free kick, the right stick is just locked into the middle and it's a knuckle ball every single time.
Not knuckle it. I would have been so cool if they actually did that. I mean, obviously it would be like infinitely too complicated to actually implement into the game, but it would have been so nice that if you did have a Jabulani in your stadium and you just like, even if you were playing away games and like the other person didn't see a Jabulani, it would just knuckle
they've got
like
the
mad.
Nike Prem ball on and it just starts going woo when you shoot. Oh dear, we are actually doing Squad Builder Showdown, as you guys can see. On outer positions, Zinchenko, because EA gave me a job, by the way, guys. They listened to me. I'm invoicing them for this content idea. You're welcome, EA. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome, Arsenal fans. I was ranting in the last Squad Builder Showdown about how outer positions is stupid because it was just random stuff that EA made up instead of correcting their mistakes from secondary positions, such as Zinchenko, who is a left back that plays centre mid and can't play centre mid on FIFA. Here he is!
He technically plays left back. He just moves into centre mid.
Doesn't he start centre mid sometimes though? And Tierney plays left back.
Very rarely. I think maybe once. It's not a typical. I mean, that was.
Once
I think that was only because he's been a bit injured. Like Zinchenko only played his first game today in like a month. He's been out for ages.
Arsenal are very good though, even without Zinchenko, which is rather scary. I was going to suggest that maybe we could put the footballs on the line as well, but actually I don't want to do that, James, because I think I'd rather discard Mbappe
it's
than
like
that
20k for the
over
ball,
thing.
mate.
Yeah, it cost me actual coins and it's my actual childhood, so you can all get lost and I'm not discarding that ball ever. So there we go. What's your actual favourite ball? Because I reckon potentially there's that Fever Nova one. And I remember we used to have the lads in our street I used to play footy with. There was a really battered one where some of it was like falling off around, and we still used to use it, and you could see the foam underneath and everything. Oh, unreal. There's that, and the Total 91, where it was yellow and blue, the Prem ball.
That's my favourite. Is that? I think it's the one, right, where it's like, it's one solid colour with a tick on, and it's got that one line around it.
Yes.
Like that ring. That's my favourite ball. That's my favourite. It just looks so aesthetic when you put spin on it.
That is the god tier of my childhood. Them ones, because wasn't there a purple one as well, and like a red one. I'm googling them.
I'm thinking of the white. I'm thinking of white with a blue line is the one I got in my head when I say it.
Yellow with a blue line is what I'm thinking of.
Also goated ball. Yeah, those two balls are cool. Very nice.
And I had the boots that matched that Wayne Rooney had, where it was they made them because he broke his metatarsal, and it was like a white boot with the black impact zone right the way across your foot. Oh, they were so good. In fact, I got them. Here's a little backstory for you. My Sunday League football team were actually quite good, to be fair. Like, in fact, we were actually really good. I was one of the worst players on a very, very good team. So I was pretty good. Like, I used to start every game. I was reasonably good at football. But I would say I was, like, marginally above average at football for my age. Whereas some of the people in my team were, like, they were in our team because they couldn't quite get into an academy.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
We were that Sunday League team. So we did really, really well and won loads of trophies and stuff like that. And I used to take all of the set pieces. So we were playing in our youth cup final, and it was at Hague Avenue, which is Southport's ground, which a couple of years ago Tottenham played there in the FA Cup. Oh. And it was on the telly, which I thought was quite interesting. I've played at that stadium. It's on the telly. And we left watch the game. It was Tottenham versus Southport. Anyway, before the game, my dad bet me that I wouldn't score the winning goal in the cup final.
How much did he bet you?
A pair of football boots.
Wow. And
it was them. It was them Wayne Rooney. You could get them in yellow and black or white and black. And I got the white and black ones because, spoiler alert, I did. And it was straight from a corner.
Hey?
So I used to take all the set pieces. I'd scored a few goals. I'd scored some stupid ones, I remember, where it was like, I'd score from the halfway line, where I was just one of the last men back and they cleared it away, and I just wellied it back down the other end of the pitch, and it was children in goal, and it bounced over the goalie and went in. Because I could, like, hammer it the length of the pitch, and it just went in the goal. But I've scored some good ones as well, from like a free kick and from like edge of the box, getting the ball and scoring. Scored this one where I was on the corner, I was on the right, I was left-footed, whipped it in, and it was like, Ooch keeps trying to do it in real life. Didn't someone score one the other week?
Saka almost scored one today.
I just did that, and it just went all the way back post, across the keeper, and no one touched it, and it just curled in the far post. And we won the cup, and I got a pair of footy boots. Good times.
Dub's a dub, mate. Dub's a dub.
Yeah. Anyway, love a little random backstory. Shall we jump into some Squad Builder Showdown and Zinchenko, James?
Yeah!
He's not actually very expensive, but he does look very good. We can build some expensive teams around him.
I played half a weekend league with him. I've now transitioned from, the weekend league is important because I want rewards too. I just literally couldn't care less. So I'm playing now a full Arsenal 11 in my weekend league. And he did a solid job. So also, if you discard him today, I'm going to be fuming, right? Because I'm actually...
Yeah, so I was going to say, he's very sentimental to you. And I am also a man who does all the SBCs and don't want to lose them. So I've got them all at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to say I do all the SBCs except the ones I don't do.
And the ones
I've got all the SBCs except the ones I don't do.
Yeah.
Kinda sad. Instead of saying I've got all the SBCs except the ones I don't do and the ones I discarded, that's kind of sad.
Although,
don't want to discard
what
them.
you could do is mate, pray for the, what are they called? Year in review.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Year in review,
and someone made me discard my flashback Dele Alli, and I did as many of them year in review things as I possibly could to try and get them back, and I never got them.
I've got a formation written down here.
In mind or on your board?
On my board, mate. On my board.
Okay.
I don't know what I want yet.
Me neither. So I'm just gonna close my eyes and see what I get. And I'm not gonna stick with that because it could be terrible.
Okay, fine.
But I'm gonna consider the possibility of using 4-4-1-1. Do you know what? I'll use it, James. And there's a reason for this. I played for Champs last week.
Oh yeah.
My team, which has now lost me an abhorrent amount of coins whilst I was at the capture event and didn't sell it because the market has crashed. It starts in this formation to get everyone onto game. And there was one game where my team felt really weird, but I was doing really good. And it was because I forgot to change the custom tactics and we were still playing 4-4-1-1. Yeah.
Okay, well, I have not written that down because I didn't think you were just going to randomly scroll through the formations. I thought you'd, try and use your brain a bit, I guess. But I wrote 4-3-1-2. Do you know what? I'm actually going to use him in the formation that I've set up my Arsenal Foot Champs 11 in, and that is going to be the 4-5-1.
Do you play that in game, or are you doing the same thing as me?
I play it in game.
Okay, that's very annoying because I asked you if you played Foot Champs, and I was about to go on your Twitter and look and do some scouting, and then I couldn't be bothered.
I didn't post that, so I think you'll be. You would never. Yeah, you would never seen it. Yeah.
I put 4-3-1-2 as well. Great minds think alike, James.
Very good.
I've not got anything else to say, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I picked this formation is out of necessity because obviously Arsenal I've got as many good Arsenal special cards as I can, and this is the one that.
You're not sure you're not going to put them all in, James, because then you'd lose them all when you lose, and you have to discard them.
Yeah, but a lot of them are tradable, so I'd be fine.
Oh, okay, fair.
The thing is, now that you've said that, I do kind of want to do that, but I can't do that because obviously you've now said that, so you know I was doing that. But maybe I could double bluff you on every single round.
This is getting so confusing. This is like Joe Dodo, the rule breakers.
Yeah.
I can never remember if he's an SBC because I make a stupid joke about him being extinct on the market. I'm thinking, is he tradable? And I'm making a terrible joke about him being extinct when he isn't. Or is he an SBC, which makes him extinct? I don't know what's going on at this point. So you've done that to me.
Full starting 11 for Arsenal. That's what's going on.
Full Arsenal team, James. I won't guess any of them. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Okay.
Should we get into it?
Let's do it.
In we go to the first stage then, James. And we're actually, in a little bit of a squabble of the showdown first, going to do my striker, cam and centre mid with James's striker and two cams.
Because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah. The reason it's a first is because previous years we did my striker left mid or right mid to get them, that's like the links, I guess, kind of.
It's the stuff that touches them most immediately.
James has had a little bit of a sneak behind the scenes peek about Squabble the Showdown events because I was discussing what the transition should be with them, so you guys will have to stay tuned for that. A question for everyone, I guess, is an idea. I think somebody tweeted me or put in the comment section, and then I have said I'm going to save that for Advent. I'm curious what people would think if in order, because we're going to do so many Squabble the Showdowns in such a short space time, we usually do something a bit different. Like one year we spun a wheel to see what game mode we'd play. I was thinking, what if we spun a wheel? I thought this was a very good idea when somebody tweeted me to see which stage we would pick next.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really make a difference, does it? For chemistry reasons, anyway.
So that throwing a spanner in the works. It's interesting, isn't it? So we could have just spun and got two centre-backs and goalie, and then we could spin again and get left mid, right mid, and then we could spin again and get full-backs, and
That's true, because obviously the later rounds now are always more, or tend to be easier to guess because you have all the information ready, and you can't, like, I guess you can still lock off chem, but it's harder.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. In previous Squabble the Showdowns, it was always the fullbacks that were always guessed, and that's just the way the meta shifted in Squabble the Showdown. Whereas now, the meta has shifted to its centre-backs and goalie that always get guessed, which is funny, like, to be fair. So, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just thought it could make it a little bit different.
I like it.
I don't think it needs it. I don't think I'd carry on with that rule beyond Advent, but I just think it could add a little bit of Christmas
A little bit of spice.
spice, yeah. Cinnamon, whatever Christmas spices that exist.
Nutmeg. That's a Christmas
Yeah,
spice.
nutmeg. Yeah, that's a good one.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice is Halloween, James. Come on.
No, but it's autumn, right? But do you want to hear an interesting fact about pumpkin spice? It's got 0 pumpkin in it. It's the spice they use to spice pumpkin pie, but it actually has no pumpkin in it itself.
Interesting.
Should just call it spice, to be honest. But here we are.
That's a weird one. Okay, I thought you were going to tell. So, for example, I thought you were going to go along the lines of this. Do you know bananas? I'm sure you know bananas. They are a fruit. Everyone's.
What would you do? What would you do if I said no? Then.
No.
what would you do? What could you even possibly do? You'd be like, oh, never mind.
But there's fruits that you might say, do you know what one of these is? Or like if you showed someone the fruits, they might know what it is.
I mean, I think everyone knows what a banana is. So I'm just saying.
Like a guava or something like that.
I know what guava is, mate. I've had 5 alive.
Anyway, bananas, James.
Yeah.
Do you know the banana sweets and banana
I do know the banana
things?
sweets. Yeah.
So if you got like a banana flavoured smoothie or something like that, they didn't actually have bananas in it. It was like a... Anyway, the banana flavouring that they use is banana. And it is banana flavoured, but it's based on an extinct variety of banana. So that's why it doesn't taste like bananas. It's because the bananas that we have now are different. So I don't know when it was. Let's just, for example's sake, say 20 years ago. Which I was going to say the 80s.
What you need to do here is you need to commit and just say it like you know it. Because who's going to
No, because I don't want to be one of them people. If I'm sharing these random stories and facts and stuff, I want people to be able to then go and tell their mates because it's interesting. I don't want them to be spreading fake news, you know?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
The thing is, they will tell their mates anyway. It just won't be right.
Well, they can also add the caveat that they're not sure when, you know, rather than me pretending like I know. So let's say the 80s, for example's sake. In the 80s, there was a disease that went around all of the banana trees and plantations and stuff like that and basically killed all of the crop. But they had this other variety of banana.
The backup bananas.
Wasn't impacted by it. And they had to then grow them and take these small subset of bananas they had and plant them everywhere to meet the world's banana demands. But it was a completely different banana. So the flavouring is based on this old 80s banana, whereas the one that we eat today is completely different and tastes completely different.
Let me stop you right there. You've just said a completely different banana. I refuse to believe it was that different.
Well, taste the sweets and taste the banana. They taste nothing like each other.
Yeah, but like it's like saying, oh, apples, right? Like you've got Pink Lady or whatever it is, and then you got Granny Smith. They're just apples, mate. They're very different. No, they're not. They're just apples. They're different
James.
colours.
That's why
but
it tastes
they taste
different.
the same. No, I'm not having it.
It's like if you had grape flavour and all grapes were red, and then red grapes died off and you only had white grapes left, and you'd be like, grape flavour doesn't taste like grape. Well, it does. It tastes like the extinct different grapes.
Again, mate, grapes taste the same.
Grapes don't taste the same, James. Red wine does not taste the same as white wine.
That's not grapes, is it?
Checkmate.
You've changed that. No, but you've changed that then.
The difference between red wine and white wine is mostly the grape that's used, James. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Game,
do you know
set,
what?
match,
no. This is the test. Now,
Game, set, match.
Next video
well
is
done.
a blind taste test, and we got a bunch of grapes, and Andy has to find out.
You
which
could
one's
taste
which.
a red grape instead of a white grape, James. Come on. James is also of the opinion that if you gave someone a can of Coke and a can of Diet Coke, they wouldn't be able to taste the difference. Absolutely, I could. 100%.
No, that's not true. I mean, I could taste the difference between that.
Oh, you said you could, and it was your roommates that said you couldn't.
Yeah, and I factually got a 10 out of 10, so I'm all right.
Yeah,
we had a vast
grapes.
variety.
So whiskey's whiskey, but it's not. Scotch and American whiskey are different.
I don't know any of these. I don't drink them.
They're made out of different stuff.
Yeah, but what if they're made out of apples, and the apples are just different kinds of apples? Like cider. Is cider that different, really?
Don't drink cider. But bananas are, James.
Right,
taste the banana sweets and the different actual bananas. So
okay.
Shut up, James.
Let
me have my facts.
All I care about being different is my players from the ones you've written down. Right.
Okay.
I'm picking Gabriel Jesus. And if you've written
How did we even end up talking about that, by the way?
I don't know.
I can't even remember.
I don't remember. I'm taking Gabriel Jesus at striker.
Sure.
Alongside him, I'm going to grab a newly upgraded card, and that is Lucas Paqueta, now 87 rated. And on the other side, I'm going to use my first position change. It's going to be favour.
You want a favour?
Yeah. And my favour is please can have my players.
I did you a favour of not writing down Arsenal players for striker.
That's fine. I didn't put the others.
Yeah. I only wrote Smith Rowe.
Oh.
He's very good, you know. I used him in one of my... I had multiple FUT Champ teams, I still need to do Squad of the Showdown actually on Player of the Month Messi. Might do that on the Advent calendar. That's probably a good little timeless classic of a player that you could do Squad of the Showdown on whenever. I think Smith Rowe is better.
Wow. I think he's really good. He's very strong in the game. He can't shoot, is what I found from the weekend league.
That's the only thing Messi can do, funny enough.
Yeah, he missed several sitters, but he's very strong on the ball, which is quite nice.
Let me see how accurate these claims from myself are. Okay, my Messi, 20 games, 12 goals, 7 assists, and I remember specifically 4 goals are in one game. So the other games, he's had a stinker. Smith Rowe, 17 games, 4 goals, 5 assists. All right, Messi's better. Shut up, Andy. To be fair to Smith Rowe, a lot of them were being subbed on. He only actually got to play a few games before I was like, no, stop it, Andy. You've got to use Messi for the rest of the time. And I went back to using the Messi team. I think there was like 4 games where Messi was a sub instead of an actual player. Anyway, James, you can have all of your players. I myself would like to use a man who bodied me in Foot Champs.
Could be anyone. Itani.
Wow. There wasn't many people actually who battered me in Foot Champs. There was, I think, 2 or 3 people who I played, and I was like, wow, you guys are really good. Fair play, have a win. And then there was a couple of games where I lost, and you're always a bit like, oh, I shouldn't have lost them. And then I won all the other ones. So that was fine. I like it as well, but I also kind of feel bad when you win a game that you didn't really deserve to win. It makes me feel a bit dirty.
Oh, I take those. Do you know why? Because it happens to me, so...
I mean, that is true.
Surely I got to have one at some point.
But anyway, James, this player is Radamel Falcao.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Yeah,
Can't
very
believe you've
jazzy.
done the SBC.
I've done every SBC, James. And also, annoyingly, I didn't want to write down the same player for you that I was going to pick myself, so I didn't pick Lucas Paqueta, and now we've both ended up with Lucas Paqueta, hopefully.
Interesting.
And then I'm going to go behind him for Bruno Guimaraes.
You've
Guimaraes, or however you say his name, I don't know.
Wrong link. With a nice inform card. You can have them all, mate.
Newcastle are rather good, aren't they?
They are playing very, very well. Almiron. So actually, this is an interesting point. So player of the month this month, I think, is a coin flip between Kevin De Bruyne and Almiron, realistically speaking.
Have you seen the new thing that they've announced for FIFA 24 career mode?
It's not FIFA anymore, mate. EASFC 24.
I think there might be an Ultimate Team as well, actually. You don't have stack cards anymore. You have abused by Jack Grealish cards, and then you put one on your player and he starts playing really good. It's an Almiron joke. He's actually really good. Newcastle have just gone to third in the table.
Yeah. But my question is, who do you think deserves Player of the Month? Because I think Almiron is most improved compared to what he usually plays like, right? That gap is bigger. However, Kevin De Bruyne is just has still played better, I think, in the month. So it's a tough one.
It's hard because it's based on real life, obviously, but so are informs. They're based on real life as well. However, they are just in FIFA, and EA kind of just decide what to do with informs.
Yeah, it's arbitrary.
Yeah, but with the Player of the Month, is the person who wins the Player of the Month in real life. Whereas the Team of the Week in real life isn't always the one that gets the Team of the Week on FIFA.
Yes.
But EA don't have as much control over Player of the Month, I don't think. So I would guess, and I'd probably lean towards it as well, to be fair. The way they do with informs, where if you are Messi and you score a goal and get an assist, you don't get an inform because you're Messi. Whereas if you're Damari Gray and you score a goal and get an assist, you're going to get an inform for it if Everton win 2-0.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's Damari Gray, not Messi. So I would lean towards giving it to Almiron for that reason. Even though you could say, yes, De Bruyne is actually better. It's like informs, I would give it Almiron and say, have a Player of the Month for Almiron. That's really cool. But I think maybe De Bruyne would get it because he's actually better, and it's not quite the same.
It's just insane. But the thing is, it's crazy because you expect it from him, but when you really sit and think about it, the stuff he does is outrageous. Like Haaland would not be. No, actually not. I'll back myself. I don't think he'd be anywhere near 18 goals if he didn't have KDB in that team.
Yeah,
I think
it makes me feel sad for Harry Kane.
Be on 8.
Imagine how many goals Harry Kane would have scored last season and this season if he got to play for City like he wanted to, and he did his little golf interview with Gary Neville.
That's very true. Very true. What could have been? Never mind. He's never going to win a trophy in his career.
Mate, he's nearly 30. It's actually kind of. I feel a bit bad for him, to be honest with you.
I don't.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
He's got a trash teammate.
He does play for
Spurs. He should have stayed at Leicester, and then he would have won a Prem. Think about that.
That's mental, innit?
Deep
he was on loan, to be fair.
Deep that. I haven't even told you my players. I wrote down Haaland, Ødegaard, and Phillips, is what I wrote down.
Okay, nice. I also wrote Haaland because I just packed him before this video, and he's only 80k now, which is terrifying for me playing Foot Jumps next week after missing out. I can't pay to win, James.
Oh, you could pay the ones to watch Haaland. That's only 1.7
Pay the ones to watch to win.
Yeah.
To be honest, you can't really pay to win in Squad of the Showdown anymore. You're kind of not paying to lose because the default is everyone has a mental team.
That is true, yeah.
I played 20 games. No, I didn't. I gave some of the games away. I was 11-7, so I gave 3 free wins.
Well, how have you played extra games then?
Because people were quitting when I was 0-0 when I was battering them, and one guy went 1-0 up with a kick-off goal, and then I battered them and equalised in like the 40th minute. I was obviously going to win the game, so he quit. It's really annoying.
This is proof that EA favours Andy. He said he went 11-7 and still gave away 3 games. He played 21 games of champs, cheater.
Can I not do maths? I can't do maths.
You can't do maths, mate.
I think I went 11-7.
Yeah, but you would have given away 2 games.
That would be 2 games, wouldn't it? But I thought I gave away 3 games. I don't know. I got 11 wins and had some to spare anyway. But when you were saying extra games, I thought you meant the ones on Messi because he's played 20 games, but it's because people kept being like... Anyway. Yeah.
Just using your contracts for fun.
Don't pay to lose is essentially what happens now. Like, I played half the games, someone had Mbappe. The other half, they had Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's kind of mental.
Yeah, there are a lot of them around. It's kind of mad.
Gone are the days where first few FUT champs, you're playing against, like, Inaki Williams' normal card with a defence of, like, non-rare Ben Godfrey and stuff like that.
This is only week 5. The other day I played against a guy who had Team of the Week Mbappe and Team of the Week Neymar plus, like, Janone. I'm like, what am I looking at? Like, why is this happening?
Yeah, I built a 1 million coin team to qualify for a video. Go back and watch that video, by the way. Good video, good team. It's probably about 500k now if you want to go pick it up and build yourself a mad squad. That was a sick team. It had like Cristiano Ronaldo in and everything. Spent $1 million on it in like week 3 or 4. You go in, everyone's team was better.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anyway, James, left mid, right mid. Left mid and right mid for the both of us then, James. We've done a lot of chitty chatting. We haven't recorded the Squabble Showdown for a while, hence many thoughts in my brain. We'll save some of it for your channel, though. Make sure you go and check out James's channel. There'll be a link down in the description. And actually, people seem to get very confused by the fact that you can tag people on YouTube now. So I will say, Squabble Showdown with @itchjames. And then they're like, why haven't you linked him in the description? Click the tag.
Yeah.
Click the tag. Anyway. Who do you want, James?
Why am I going first twice in a row? What's this absolute scam artistry you've pulled on me?
Go first if you want.
All right, fine. I'll go first.
I'm going first, James.
Go on, who do you want?
You can go first if you want.
Okay, I'll go first then. Okay. I'm going to have Simon and JJ Okocha.
Ooh.
This card is one of the weirdest cards in the game so far, right? This Simon card. Got released as an upgrade. I think was he 82 rated on release? He was discard value. No one cares.
50k now. I packed him in that year in review thing.
He went up to 100k at one point. Absolutely mad if people have bought him. And he was now 86 rated as well, to be fair. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I'll get him and JJ Okocha, please.
Nice. JJ Okocha is the greatest player in the world. Zunkel.
For God's sake.
It's Alex Iwobi, if you don't know who that is. If you don't get the reference. The top comment on the last Squabble Showdown was, will Andy ever go a Squabble Showdown without mentioning Iwobi? Absolutely not. No.
I mean, to be fair, when you have one player in your entire team that plays well, kind of that's all you got to talk about.
It's all I've got. I've got nothing left.
He's an ex-Arsenal player as well, so I'm not even too sad about it.
You can have them both, by the way, James. I put Ross Barkley.
I was close to using Ross Barkley, to be fair.
Terrier, who is annoyingly the other UEL card, isn't he?
He is.
Frustrating. I myself, James, would like Adama Traore.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not going to go into it again. Lengthy is so stupid, and it's so stupid that you can make Adama lengthy.
Very strong man, isn't he? Quite.
Yeah,
mad.
but like he's got 96 acceleration and 96 sprint speed anyway. He's literally the opposite of lengthy. He's so fast.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And then he becomes lengthy and he's even faster. So I'll exploit that. If it's there, use it. The other one, I want an Arsenal one, basically, to get some chemistry for Zinchenko.
Okay.
We've got Martinelli's in form. We've got Smith Rowe, who is God tier, as we've discussed. This Martinelli looks crazy as well. And actually, if you go to the other side, James, you've got Bukayo Saka. Now, it's not the sneakiest thing in the world when you're also guessing my right mid to put Saka at left mid, because you could have guessed him for the right.
Yeah.
But I think you'll have guessed Martinelli or Smith Rowe and something else. So I'm going to go Saka on the left.
Oh, I thought we were in the mud, but Andy's stupid, so...
It's not stupid, James.
It is. Why would you like, try and sneakily pick a player that I would have written down for the other side anyway? Doesn't make any sense. It's like the opposite of sneaky.
No, what? No.
Because I didn't write him down for the left-hand side. I didn't think about it at all. I didn't even check. I forgot.
Obviously.
I wrote him down for right mid.
So, did you write Smith Rowe or Martinelli as well?
No, I wrote down Sinistera.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Wait, so you didn't even write Diaz? Oh, for goodness.
No, I thought you'd try and go, oh, there's two of these. I won't go for the best one. I'll go for the second one. So I thought that's why I wrote Sinistera, because that was a conscious thought process. Saka, I didn't realise he played left mid, to be honest. I just wrote him down because I thought right side. Brilliant. Don't want him to. Yep.
Good. Thanks, James.
Well.
What's the thing Charles Leclerc says? Charles Leclerc? I am stupid.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Do you know what? Is there any of these that can play left mid? Do you want an English one specifically, or
An Arsenal one.
just any Arsenal one?
Just an Arsenal one, mate.
Oh, you can have Hein in that case.
Pine.
He plays for Arsenal in goal, and he is Estonian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
So
I
you
mean,
can have
I'll
it.
just keep Saka in for the chemistry. I didn't realise
Yeah.
you were giving me a goalie. Yeah, sure. Thanks,
Yeah,
James.
no worries, mate. Oh, I really thought I wasn't going to get anything then, and then you just... Oh, I don't know. It's like you set a trap for yourself and then jumped into it. So that's what it was
Ah!
like.
Got me!
Yeah, it's that meme if you know that guy riding a bicycle
And he just
gets a
sticks the stick in himself.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah, it's me riding along normally. It's Traore, and then Saka's the stick.
Yeah, you just stick it in the wheel.
Oh, God. Right, I need to guess some of your defence. Let's get into the fullbacks. Moving swiftly onwards then, James. And I can only apologise, I do keep thinking of more things to talk about. But this one, I promise, isn't because I haven't done Squad of Showdown for ages. It's kind of relevant, right?
Okay.
Have you seen the TikTok, Instagram reel, whatever, viral clip of French being annoying? And it's like the word for horsefly or something is taunt. And then the word for something else is taunt.
Yeah.
And it's like... The word for something else is taunt, and it's like taunt, and it's just the stupidest thing ever. English is kind of weird as well, right? Because if my trump card, if he had some beans,
Yeah.
they would be Heinz beans.
Yeah, they would, Andy. Yeah. Not even sponsored, I believe it.
No, but they're not Heinz beans. They're Heinz beans.
Yeah, true. Heinz, not Heinz beans.
Heinz beans are not Heinz beans. He likes Branston.
They are the leading brand in Estonia, I heard.
Anyway.
Can't believe you thought of something to talk about and it was that.
This is where my brain goes sometimes, James, you know?
Oh, dear.
It's like... hang on, remember when we were talking about the
Do you
Asian
remember?
way of naming people?
Yes. Yeah.
So, for example, Zhou Guanyu, the
Yeah.
F1 driver, his family name is Zhou and his given name is Guan Yu. So then the English people will call him Guan Yu Zhou because stupid English people. But that's not how he pronounces his own name, so obviously you should call him Zhou Guan Yu. So then we were saying, well, it works for James's YouTube channel because James is his given name and his family name is Itz.
Yeah, it's James.
But then that means that Haber's first name is Itz.
Yeah, that's true, actually. We're
Haber's
cousins.
not Asian, but if he was, his first name would be... Wait, no, yeah, Haber's not Asian, so his first name is Itz.
Yeah, because his
Yeah,
given
because
name
he's
is
English.
Haber.
Yeah. Whereas your first name is James because Asian name of things. Again, why we've chose to talk about this, I've got no idea. But
Hey, man.
me and James were talking about this.
Hey, man,
I was going to say we were
vibes.
talking about this before. We definitely were, but we were laughing about it the other day.
Is it your turn to actually go first this time as well? Or is this the episode where I just go first every single time?
You can go first every time if you
Yeah,
want.
go on then, whatever. Let's do it. Very boring fullbacks, mate, for me. Just a pair of dudes. Just a pair of Liga dudes, right?
Okay.
I'm going to go for Ismaili on one side, and then I'm going to go for Gusto, because I like it.
Shut up. All right. You may have them. I put Tagliafico and Klaus. I was hoping you'd be as stupid as me.
Ooh. Yeah, the double-sided Klaus card. Tempted, but no.
I keep starting talking about things, and I feel like it should be relevant to the video. Like the Heinz beans that are Branston. What's?
Yeah.
How did we end up talking about the way that people do their names in different cultures?
I think you just decided you wanted to start
Yeah,
talking
just thought about that
it,
as
to
well.
be
It reminded me of something for
honest.
some. Yeah, fair.
I don't think anything led us on to it. I think we stopped and then you went, oh yeah, guess what?
Remember that, James,
Yeah.
where your name's James, but Haber's name's is Itz? Maybe we should start calling them Itz.
Yeah, it's because actually his full name is It's Haber, it's not Haber, right?
Okay, now I'm confused.
Perfect. Who do you want?
I seen a thread. Oh, you have them. You've said I've gone again. I seen a thread on Reddit, right? Where it was people asking about funny nicknames,
Yeah.
and then there was some stupid ones where people have, like Pieface, for example. Do you know why Pieface is called Pieface?
I don't actually know.
Because one time when he was waiting to get the bus home from school, he was eating a pie, and one of the kids went, Pieface, because he's putting a pie in his mouth. And he's literally been Pieface for the rest of his life because of that.
That tracks, to be fair.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So there was loads of them like that. But I thought my favourite one was a guy who said he's got someone at work whose name is, he's called Wayne, and his surname is Bruce, so they call him Mambat.
That's pretty good.
There's so many stupid ones. It's such a good thread. But the amount
Wait.
of ridiculous ones of people
Do you
being
know,
called
there's a
stupid
really
stuff.
funny bit. I think it's in a Greg Davies show where when he's doing stand-up and he asks the audience like funny nickname stuff. And I think one of them, their friend, is called Baghdad, like the city.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's just because one day he came to school with a bag that was purchased for him by his dad.
Some of them are so stupid.
Players, mate. Players. Come on.
Yeah.
The Spuzda. The Spuzda away.
Spuzda, yes. That's why we're here. We're not really. Everyone's here to listen to us talk absolute rubbish, really, and then discard some players at the end. I'm going to have to go bait James, and I didn't realise I could have got away with Diaz because of Sinistera. Now comes my Colombian time.
Oh.
Mojica. Non-rare, but as your words, not mine, Falcao is on life support.
He is on
what
life
you said.
support. Yeah, he is very much on life support.
He's not having a good time. He had no chemistry. So, in he goes, hopefully. And on the other side, I'm going to go Spanish to get Adama onto full chemistry. So I'll go Inform DeMarcos.
It's okay, baby. We saved it.
Stop saying that.
I tried. I thought you were going to dodge the Mojica, and I thought you were going to go Capdevilla.
You didn't put Jesus Navas or the other Inform fella.
No, because Jesus Navas is too obvious. So I went for the second one, which was Inform DeMarcos.
I swear there's another one. Oh, there is Pablo Maffeo, but he's a right wing back. Should have went for him.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, mate. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
This is going badly.
I was 50-50 between Wright and Mojica as well, obviously because he's Colombian La Liga, but I thought Capdevilla was a stronger option. Turns out I was wrong. But instead, at right back, you can have Jose Dar.
Oh, Jose Dar, you legend. He gives away free wins. My goat. He's got no
Dar.
contracts, so I've used him to give away free wins in qualifiers and actual foot
You've
champs.
actually already got him as well.
Yeah, he's played 7 games for me, James.
He's a veteran of the club at this point.
Yeah, what a legend.
Happy days.
If you ever see Jose Dar in my squad, a free win is coming your way, which is, sadly, probably the case for James as
Yeah, I
well.
was going to say, thank God.
Oh dear, I need a big comeback. Let's get into the centre-backs and goalie. Okay, I need the comeback of dreams, but of course, before that, me and James have been talking in the interval, in the break, and I wanted to spill a little bit of it over, just very briefly, because we were talking about who's better, X or Y, and there was, of course, whilst I was away at the capture event and haven't spoken about it yet, a quote from Michael Owen. What did he say? That he'd be worth more than
In
Mbappe?
this, yeah, if he was, oh no, I think he said if he was in this current like
Era.
generation of football,
Yeah.
he would be worth a similar amount to Mbappe. And
everyone was calling him mental.
yeah, like I don't
Because
disagree with him.
Michael Owen is currently the silly man on commentary, says stupid stuff like,
Yeah.
if you don't score more goals, you won't win, and stuff like that. That is now the dad of someone off Love Island. However, Michael Owen is so right. He would be worth well more. By the time Michael Owen was in Mbappe's age, he'd won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, English tax and Prem tax on one of the
Plus,
best young
literally
strikers in
won the
world.
Ballon d'Or. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's the thing. It's like his punditry is average / boring
Horrific.
/ bad, but
Yeah.
his footballing ability was insane. He was great.
I was going to say, if Messi and Ronaldo didn't exist, would Mbappe have won the Ballon d'Or? But he wouldn't have. Because
was too young.
Modric and Benzema and Lewandowski and stuff like that, they've won it, haven't they?
Or even Neuer would have won it before Mbappe
Yeah,
got on that
so
list.
I was thinking Owen didn't have to compete with Messi and Ronaldo for the Ballon d'Or, but actually Mbappe hasn't even finished third, as far as I'm aware. So
Exactly. I
checkmate
mean,
Michael
he's
Owen. As Michael Owen would say, game, set, match, Owen.
well done. But this is the thing, like, it's very, very rare, I think, for English players to play abroad, let alone in very prestigious clubs, i.e. Real Madrid, PSG, etc., right?
Yeah,
And
just to butt in as well, this is also a very interesting thing about one of my other least favourite commentators, Steve McManaman. He played for Real Madrid, and he was really, really good.
was this when they were bad, though? I don't
No. This was like with R9 Ronaldo. Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Steve McManaman. And to be fair to him, some of my hatred is a very strong word. Some of my dislike for Steve McManaman's commentary. I think he says a lot of good stuff. It just irritates me the way he says it in terms of his accent, which is stupid because he's from by Liverpool. But it annoys me because he doesn't just talk. I think I've said this in a video before, with a Scouse accent.
Yeah, it's a bit too much, isn't it?
If we were talking, for example, about my Hein coming on for Saka, it's absolutely fine for Steve McManaman to go, and Hein is coming on for Saka. But he goes, and Hein is coming on for Saka. And it's like, Steve, just Just talk with a Scouse accent. You don't have to speak like the Queen every third of the sentence. It's fine. Like, yeah, it's really jarring. I don't know. Anyway, that's... Steve, your commentary's good. It's also really funny that he's called Steve because Steve is the name I use. Do you do this? Do you, like, when you don't know someone's name, do you have a name that you call them?
I don't know. I don't think I do it enough. I've not needed to, so no.
They were talking about this on the radio yesterday where they have names. There was like cat owner Steve, works from home Steve, DPD man Steve, and all stuff like that. Steve is the one that I use, so it was making me laugh that he's called Steve. So like when we first did a home delivery shop, it texted you being like, Steve will deliver your shopping at 11:15 in the Apple van. So ever since then, no matter who's bringing it, no matter what's getting delivered, they're all called Steve. Yeah. Literally, you'll say to Katie, what time's Steve coming? And she's like, oh, he's 7 till 8 today.
Poor Steve. He works so hard for so many people.
Yeah. But yeah, Steve McManaman's another example of actually ridiculously good at football. Kind of crazy. But yeah.
Would you like to know who I want for my team? Because I'm going first.
You want to go first every time?
Well, I might as well now. It'd be stupid to stop now, wouldn't it?
This would be the part where Tony cries and says, I'm not going first.
Hey, mate.
Don't know why it makes any difference, really. But
Committed. Sergio Ramos is going to be breaking some rules in this squad, hopefully, by going in the team. Followed up by Mr. Ibrahimo Konate, and then Donnarumma in goal.
Oh, that's annoying, James. Because I wrote down 3 players that could go into your squads to instantly get full chemistry for everyone. Lopez in goal would have done it.
Right.
Marquinhos at centre-back would have done it because of the French link. Because of the Brazilian link. And Kimpembe would have done it because of the French link. Whereas you've been a bit more sneaky and gone...
Do you know what's even better? I actually had Kimpembe and Meslier in before this break. And I looked at it and went, don't like that. Change it to Sergio Ramos Donnarumma.
That's annoying. You could have gone Kimpembe to get in Saliba as well.
Well, exactly. But I feel like both of them are a bit too risky because, A, I love Saliba too much. And you'd probably you'd know that, right? Because he's absolutely incredible. And like, I can't believe he's 21. It's insane. So I want to try and get him in. And Kimpembe is just a meme. So, but now here is the true test of
poor Jose Dawes about to get his A floss, James.
We're now entering Giga Brain territory. Who can be smarter? Let's see.
Yes, I'm going to put the smartness onto other people, so it's not my fault if I look stupid. Whilst I was at the capture event, I also filmed some short form content, gathering FIFA knowledge, let's say, asking people their most OP player, their best centre-back combos, their least favourite player to play against, so I can upload a YouTube short and we can all get better players in our team. Using Bateson's knowledge and stuff like that. Weirdly, when I was asking people their best centre-back combos, I think 2 people said Araujo.
Oh, mate, he's so broken, dude.
Is he actually?
Yeah, I hate Araujo so much.
This is what I mean. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know this is a thing, so I'm going to use it.
Please don't pick it.
I'm having Araujo and Kunde, please, James.
Oh, I hate Araujo so much.
And then I'll have Midjashin.
Yeah. So this is frustrating because I got it right. I knew which route you would take. Because obviously you could have gone Prem plus hero, right? There are multiple heroes you could use. You could even go La Liga plus Prem hero.
Or something, yeah.
You
could go La Liga and that stupid Ricardo Carvalho card that never links to anyone, but they all should just get 3 chemistry themselves.
Exactly. But I knew you would go for Icon plus 2 La Liga. I just didn't get any of them or in the right order. I wrote Vidic, Eder Militao, and Courtois.
Ooh.
Very frustrating. So
okay,
close.
Nice.
I hate Araujo.
Flabbergasted by this Araujo news. I think it was Lasty said it the first time, and I was like, oh, he's weird. And then somebody else said it, and I was like, am I weird? And it's not Tom and whoever the other person said it was. And now you're saying it as well.
Cracked, mate, he's cracked. I think, pound for pound, he is the best player on this game.
That is a brave comment. Okay.
And it's mainly because he's literally 900 coins, right?
Yeah, I've just bought him for 900 coins.
Yeah, but he is outrageous for 900 coins. He has no right to be that good for 900 coins. I didn't realise how expensive this Sergio Ramos was. This could have been a mistake.
How much is he?
Oh, he's like 400 or 350,000 coins. Whoops.
I thought Kunde was fodder, and he's 20k. I mean, he's only 20k, I'm not bothered. He's not Sergio Ramos, but I was just like, why is he not popping up for 5k? I'm excited to use Yashin because icons are kind of pointless on this game. Like, your JJ Okocha is more use as hero downgraded JJ Okocha than he was would be as icon JJ Okocha this year.
Correct, yeah.
At this point, Yashin sort of he gets full chemistry because he's an icon and he's just ridiculous, so I'm going to give him a go. Nice. He doesn't have a hat, which is kind of sad. But
yeah, I think it's the Prime that has a hat, right?
I take him. He's got a cat rather than a hat.
Christ's sake.
for extra reflexes, speed, and position. Let's get into the game. Here we go then with that beautiful World Cup football, which looks just like a football because I play co-op camera. So it's just a white dot on the screen.
Yeah. Gives a free kick on the edge of the box. Why don't you? I'll knuckle it.
Oh, Jubilani.
Jubilani.
He's done a Rauho.
Alexander!
Oh,
That was not
good.
intentional at all, and if it worked, it would have been amazing, but it didn't, so I'm sad. Okay, I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, that's a red
Oh,
card.
dear.
Send him off, ref.
Oh,
Send him off, ref. Level the playing field.
Oh, I
she's
cannot
bottled it.
believe that's a yellow.
She's bottled that.
Jesus.
Do you know what?
I can't
If
believe
you'd offered me 0-0, I would have taken it.
I can't believe I haven't scored, honestly.
Ads are took 0-0 though, so I'm happy.
Oh my god. You've seen it before.
What have I just witnessed, JJ Okocha?
Holy! How'd he get so
Wow.
much swaz on it?
Do you know when you can see the goal and you're just like, what?
How did he swaz that so hard? That was a sick goal. Well, that finish was immaculate.
Oh my god. Postage stamp.
I cannot believe it. What a finish. I'm
Yo.
so tilted. I cannot believe Favour is so bad at this game, dude.
Oh, you're playing him on side, the Rauho.
Oh, Favour, you're so bad. Just shoot, you melt.
Offside, ref.
Nope.
Offside, ref.
Your left back was
onside.
playing me on, mate.
Oh, come on.
Your left back was playing me on.
No, he shouldn't be on the pitch, ref.
That's it. Let me out. Boom.
Come on, Araujo. Oh, I should have got a goal at the end there. I've bottled that. Luckily, it's blank, so
Blankety blank.
discard each, mate.
If I'd lost that game, I would have been very sad. But Yashin was doing his bloody hardest. And so was Araujo.
Donnarumma made some saves as well, to be fair.
He did make some very good saves.
Yashin coming in with 4 saves to Donnarumma's 5. Stats don't tell the whole story, though. You definitely deserve to win. Disappointed it's 2 discards rather than 1. But
Yep.
fair enough.
But also, can you now confirm Araujo is a beast?
He is quite good, to be fair.
Especially
because
because
he's playing in an
well,
ass formation. That is not a good idea to actually play.
Exactly.
With no left mid and no right back. He
Exactly.
was still insane.
Exactly.
Yashin is also very good. Would recommend. I can't really blame any of them, to be honest with you. Adama's broken as well. Didn't quite utilise it as well as I could. Can't really bag on Falcao too much when he was
didn't have
playing
much
up front
help,
by himself. Yeah, it wasn't great. Wasn't great.
To be fair, the only goals you conceded were an absolute wonder goal from JJ Okocha, and then Lucas Paqueta just or your defence played him onside and then he just ran in and kicked it one-on-one.
It is what it is. You got 2 guesses, James?
Dos Gessos.
Dos Gessos.
And what was the formation? It was 4-4-1-1 the second.
C.
Striker and left centre back.
Hein and Adama Traore.
Oh.
Is it even worth doing an SBC?
No, just discard them. Oh, that's so sad.
I've lost an architect. That's the most valuable thing on that. The thing that was on Adama.
Yeah, the chem style cost more than the card.
It's even any point discarding Hein. May as well just keep him in front of a squabbler should I?
Well, you have to keep him as well. No, at least no.
Oh, fine. I'll discard him if you want, James. But he's
Not
a
having it.
bronze.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you buy another one next time.
Okay, sure. He's gone. There you go.
It's all gonna add up over the year.
I had Yashin and Zinchenko both in centre mid, and then as I was saying, I was like, that's a stupid idea in case he says both centre mids. So I moved Yashin to Cam, and you got neither. What a time to be alive.
I was so tempted. I was 50-50 striker and Cam. Oh, I'm so sad.
Thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time.